Hello and welcome to this XtremeRPM broadcast. I'm Eric, as always with you. If you're wondering why I wasn't here on Wednesday, or if wasn't any broadcast at all for the qualify, we had a couple of problems with Sim Race TV booking, and we couldn't broadcast itself. You're gonna hear my brother talking in the background, so I'm sorry. This is a 24-hour race, so if you're gonna have to hear him, because I'm not sure if he's gonna stop playing the Counter-Strike Go the all day, because he plays all day. So I'm not sure he's gonna stop. So I'm sorry about that in advance. As I said, 24 hours or more. The third round or fourth round, third round of the World Endurance Championship from XtremeRPM, and it will be from 2 o'clock in the afternoon today to 2 o'clock thereabouts tomorrow, and we're gonna have 24-hour coverage with interviews to drivers, team owners, team managers, and so on. Try and pass the time for me and for you guys watching at home. So you're watching pretty much the flyer of the race image, and you watched the intro for the championship. I hope you watched. We're testing some things out, so there you go. But now we have to thank our sponsors for today's race and tomorrow's race, obviously. So we have to thank EasyEye, which is the the brand that does R-Factor, both 1 and 2. Then we have to thank a couple of more. Trustmaster, obviously, for being the XtremeRPM sponsor. And you're gonna watch the video about the steering wheel about Trustmaster. You watched that pretty much all the time, so you know what steering wheel it is, what it does, what it brings to the simulation. Just bumping up my sound a bit. Apparently it's not very good. As I was saying before, I had to pump up my microphone volume, and I'm sorry about the volume. You guys have to give me a feedback on Facebook or Twitter. You can obviously comment with us on those platforms. The final company that we have to thank is Geise Studios. Geise Studios is the brand that does, or the manufacturer that does, GameStop car. So they are all sponsoring the 24-hour of Le Mans in their different ways. IZA is giving prices, and Geise as well. Trustmaster, I'm not sure if they're giving prices, but if you want to know everything about that, go to the forum and you will have all the information about the prices for this 24-hour Le Mans. It's a special event. We have there are about 39 cars and drivers sign up. The qualify only 29 appeared, or 30 drivers appeared, so we are hoping for the full grid today. But without further ado, sponsor time! And Trustmaster sponsor time. Here we go. And we are back. Basically, you guys have to wait for a 24-hour full of racing. And I'm changing my volume again because it's too high. No, it's not. It's okay. So as I was saying, you have to wait for 24 hours to know the winner of the race on all three categories. So we have LMP1 category, LMP2 category, and LMGT category, and all of them is pretty much full. 10 cars on each. Well, thereabouts 10 cars on each class. We have by far the biggest, and I'm going through my notes here, by far the biggest amount of different cars in LMP1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, 5 different cars, kind of cars, types of cars. Then LMP2 will only have 2 cars, two types of cars obviously, and then GT we have 2 main cars and then one alpha car, which we're gonna talk about the cars as we go on the race itself. But if you want to know which cars they are, LMP1, the Peugeot, Creation, the Zytek, the Epsilon Muscati, the Audi, the LMP2s are the Porsches, RS, Spiders, and the Acuras RX. Oh my god, I almost didn't say that. 01. And then this is the LMP2 cars. The LMGTs is the Ferrari 430 and the Porsche 911, plus the Panache, which is the one alpha car, which only one team has. As I was saying, we have a lot of cars. We have thereabouts new teams that only registered for this race. So if you see LMP1 cars with the numbers of the numbers beginning by 400 and something, 402, 403, 405 and 406, these cars were only registered for this race. Happening the same for the LMP2s. If you see cars beginning by 50, 502, 503, 504, 505, 506, it's cars, the LMP2 cars, that only registered for this race. In GT as well, if you see cars beginning with a 60, 602, 603, 604, so on, it's cars that only registered for this race. As for the others, it's the normal LMP1s are beginning by 1, 101, 102, thereabouts. LMP2s is beginning by 2, 201, 202. And GTs is by 3, 302, 305, thereabouts. So just to guide yourselves through the numbers of the cars. A lot of teams. As I was saying, a lot of teams. I'm just having to reconnect factor to the server, so sorry about that. A lot of teams, a lot of new cars, new teams too. For this, the lineups of the teams are so big that I couldn't put in a decent phrase all of them. So bear with me. It's easier if we talked about them as the race progresses, other than talked about them now. But without further ado, I'm gonna do the starting grid. Hopefully, if the image appears. There you go. Very nice starting grid. And we got, this is the qualified results from Wednesday. And the starting grid for today, obviously. We have in first position and first out of the LMP1s, 3 Wide Motorsport, LMP1 team, Minus Bert, managed to post a 3:14.906 time. That's a blistering time, in my opinion. Second on the grid is Project XtremeRPM Ricardo Azevedo, which will start today on this car. 3:16.381, so 1.4 seconds away. In qualify, that's a lot. In racing, as you know, it's not. P3 offered in starting in his Lusitania MSR with Antti Hitiainen, the Portuguese team having to go and request a couple of drivers to other teams. 3:16.454, so it's 1.5 seconds away, and you can see that he's only thereabouts 100 tenths away from Project XTR, and you could hear my brother in the background, sorry. Before Jur Racing, that's a strange name for a team, but anyway. Cohen Gerritz, 2 hours. 3:17.0, they are P4. P5 is Special 5, that's an easy name to say. Benz, oh god. Benz Suzupanek, I'm sorry if I'm spelling this wrong. 3:17.5, they are P5. P6 is Simtek Jota, and yes, it's the simulation team of Jota team LMP2 that is racing on today. On today or tomorrow, can't remember, I think it's today, on Imola, the 4 hours of Imola on the European Endurance Championship. Jordan Wicks, and he did a 3:17.6. If you're asking why this time difference between the first and these guys, you could if you watch the cars, you're gonna know why. These guys are using 3 Wide Motorsport is using a diesel, Team Jota or Tech Jota is using a petrol car. 51 Racing, Ludovic Tagli, 3:18.3. This is all guys that we know. Team RGPL, HEI, Michael Kupiktu, I think it's how pronounced. It's P8, 3:18.6. I'm just gonna call him Michael, it's easier. Triple On Racing, P9. Thomas Arnaud, 3:18.8. Velocity Racing, easier to see, Speed Racing or something. P10. Wesley St. George, I'm pretty sure he's not a saint, but anyway. 3:23.268, and is the second to last LMP1 to qualify on Wednesday. First of the LMP2 and P11. E-Racing Propulsion with Anthony De Meira, if you want the Portuguese way. 24.2, almost didn't say that. Drag Racing VBM, the team from Ben Willis, if you're wondering what team it is. James Johnson, 3:25.4. Team RGPL Zach, Jacob Rojek, 3:27.0, and they were P13 and 3rd on LMP2 cars. 4th for LMP2 and P14 is FVR team. Tunga Guardia, that's easy name to say. 3:27.1. Well, it's an easy name to say. For instance, judging by the name that's coming after. Leader Racing Team, P15. 5 on LMP2. Marcel Sinzik, I think it's how it's pronounced. 3:27.7. P16 is Cooper Racing, Facundo Lopes, 3:27.8. Pretty close qualifier between the LMP2 mid-pack. Club AV, Club AV, if it's name Portuguese. P17, Emerson Silva, it's a Brazilian guy, so it's Club AV. 3:28.5, and then we have a missing in combat, P18 LMP1, last of the LMP1s to qualify. Rush Motorsport, Daryl Russell 328.6, Killer Motorsport is P19 and 8th on LMP2. Ricardo De Matteo 329.0, RG World Racing is LMP2 and P20, finishing the top 20 for this race. Adam Wizowski, or Wizowski, whatever it's pronounced, the last three letters of his name, 330.0. As for P21 and last of the LMP2 to qualify, and last of the LMP2 overall, is Team RGPL by Carterena, Peter Varmuska 333.1, so he went almost 9 seconds slower than the fastest LMP2 car. As for GT and 3-1 Motorsport GT, Peter Grau managed to post the fastest lap at 350.9, and you can see that the GTs will be more even. Spirit Endurance Gentle Lady, Gent Lady is P23, Stephen Paul 351.1, RFDT Racing with Riccardo Corazzari is P24, 352.6, Ars SRW team P25, Kuba Sikorsky, it has the name of a chopper, of a brand of a chopper, 353.8, Jamaica Boys Extreme is P26, Martin Vindish 354.9, 358.0 for Shurshu Simon from Pro Race Simulation, and they are P27, the Spanish team, or the Canadian team if you want. Rush Motorsport GT Thanos Selvi with a Ferrari, I think, 359.6, and they are P28. P29 Team RGPL, Lucas Vidra 45.1, Bernd Schneider, it's, well, Meals on Wheels, it's the last of the qualify, and P9. Still we got Team Brazil 0Ks, MTech 0Ks Racing, Hall Brothers, which probably will be racing today, Club AV for GT, RIJ World Racing GT, and Block Road Racing and Square Motorsport. Square Motorsport, that is the only team with the Panos GT car, and all of these teams that I said now didn't qualify on Wednesday. So as you can see, we have 14 GTs, 13 LMP1s, 10 LMP2s for this race. Judging and saying that they all gonna come for this race. Back to the race image, and I'm gonna do a small break. Well, when I say small break, it's just to post a sponsor video, nothing more. About 2 minutes just to go to the bathroom. Sorry, I have to. Bear with me. Trust master. As we go live for the live track, this is the safety car-ish. It's Philip Gonçalves with a block road racing Ferrari, I think. Yes, it is. Serving as safety car. I don't know why it went with a safety car from the mod, but anyway. He's Philip, he's old. You can see, if you're wondering what track is this, this is LeMans 91 version, so it's not the usual 2014 version. So don't guide yourself for, if you know the 2014 track, if you think it's the same, sometimes it isn't. As I was saying, 91 track, so we have 30 and something cars, counting without the safety car that you're watching. There you go. I was trying to find this thing. This camera, obviously. The cars are coming out of the pits, you can see on your left side, and you're gonna start in about half an hour, basically, because we have a lot of cars to take care of. The first car to come out of the pits will be 3 Wide Motorsport V1, a Peugeot 908, which already passed, if you saw when I put the backward camera on the safety car-ish. The first diesel 908. They are pretty much the army of the company, if you want to call it. Ricardo Azevedo is coming out of the pits as well with a Peugeot 908 from Project CR. And now they have a long lap to carry on. Antti is coming. They have a long lap to do until they come back to the pit straight line. Watching here on the comments on done earlier, obviously on the Twitter, we've got Osvaldo Coco's all is ready. RFDT is on fire, 24 hours of Le Mans. So these guys are pretty much on fire as well for Ricardo. Obviously, we have two Schönberg saying something about the qualify, and this is all best. Yeah, only Oswald talked about. Oh yeah, we have Simtech Motorsport as well. Sorry, but it was was for qualify. They were saying qualify for 24-hour Le Mans is in 35 minutes on SimRace TV channel 1, up to for LMP1 petrol pole, which they didn't, I think. Maybe they did. No, they didn't. Jer Racing was the pole position for the petrol cars. Somebody is in the pits making a mess. Arno coming out with the Epsilon Oscari. You seeing Snitcher? He just went off. He's just yeah, he just got in again, just to have Arno pass by. A white is coming by. Ah, yeah, you can go to with the Audi. You can go to live timing on XtremeRPM website, and it's working. So be sure to check it. I know I will. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get lost. If you think it's not working, that's a error message that is bugged. So it's working, it's just it gets confused sometimes. But as I said, it's gonna be a 24-hour race, so I have to get some race, and the LMP2 cars are coming out. As I was saying, I have to get there was some rest between now and 24 hours, the 2 hours of tomorrow. So we'll see how this all turns up. Hope to be alive tomorrow. Hope. We'll see. Another LMP2 coming out. As I said, we're gonna have a couple of commentators with me. Gonna have obviously myself, Ben Wheelish, Mike Phillips, Nun Senna, if he managed to get his ass on here. We're gonna have possibly Yugu from time to time. Who knows? And then I'm gonna have a panoply of drivers and team owners and team managers and whatsoever to know what the team is doing, and we'll see. Rojas coming out. And everyone can talk to us via Twitter, which is XRPM Sims on Twitter, and on Facebook XtremeRPM.org. I'm gonna try to read all the messages that you guys post, because this is gonna be a 24-hour race and I need help to commentate the race, obviously. Another Porsche RS Evo coming in vain. Spider Evo. And another one. There's a lot of Porsches. You're gonna notice that, especially on LMP2. cars are arriving to the starting grid. Anders, Ricardo Azevedo, Antti Haitiainen is the top 3. Save your headlights for the night time, boys. So here you go. This is the Poleman 3 Wide Motorsport P1 car. It's the 105 car, you can see here. So be sure to and he's rolling back. It's never a good sign, but anyway. Be sure to just remember the paint job, at least the paint job. But there you go. P2 will be Ricardo Azevedo with the Project CR 103 car. Remember the paint job as well. When you see a red car, you will know basically that this is the one. Trying to find Antti-Haitiainen on the Lusitanian SR Peugeot 102. There you go. Remember the paint job as well. The 106 car, or if you want to call it the J Racing creation, is the car, the yellow car with the DHL sponsorship painted on the sides, and it looks like the DHL painted, but anyway. This is the Peugeot 908 from Special 5. Remember the paint doesn't have a number, so the only thing is Special 5 on the side, so it's not very handy. But anyway, there you go. This is the Simtech Jota creation as well, or Zytec, can't remember. I think it's a creation. 406. Trying to get all the cars is hard, but anyway. 51 Racing Audi 108 Buschi at the wheel. Very nice and very easy to remember. Paint job, TDA power, good. Ooh. You can see there the Peugeot, the 402. From Team RGPL, HDI, obviously. This is the 111 Racing. And then Audi, obviously. You can see the 405. And there is the Arno 111 Epsilon Scali from Triple Racing. Thomas, I don't know. I didn't say that. Anyway, this is the Audi from. This guys cannot line up the cars. Velocity Racing Audi. Line up the car properly, otherwise I'm gonna get confused. This is the 405, and the 111 is the triple racing car. Then we have the battalion from LMP2, which it's gonna be hard to go through before the race starts. So then, don't get sad, you're gonna see all the LMP2 cars in perspective as well. But it's just not now, otherwise we don't have time to do the start of the race. Plus, there's 40 cars on the track, and there's a lot of cars, believe me. Hopefully you're gonna start to see some new gadgets that we managed to steal from Ugnobre notebook. And all the cars are lining up, hopefully. And Felipe Gonçalves will start to roll. When he does, I'm gonna do one full lap at 100 kph, I think, and then come back for the start with Anders at the top, Fabio Anders at the top of the pack. Just had to take drastic actions. Sorry about that, I had to get drastic with the noise on my home. This is now just a waiting game, because I have to wait for everyone to park. And yeah, if I change views, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find someone still going, and the Holbrook's racing car is one of them. Not the only one, you can see the Porsche, they're going. Ooh, a lot of GT cars still going to the start line, and you can see 1, 4, 5 cars. Great math. The degrees here, plus 6. Hopefully Pazet will be the last GT. Hopefully. Live timing stopped working. It's not very good. And if everything is okay, which I think it is, I think the run is correctly lab, we're gonna start the formation lab or the presentation lab if you want, for the 24 hours of LeMans on XtremeRPM. Hopefully it is. It's funny because I think Philippe cannot start the car. If it is that, he's a moron. Well, it is a moron anyway, but well, he's got his lights up, which is good-ish. And the waiting game continues. The man with more patience wins. I'm not gonna win. And there's the problem. Oui. And there's the problem and a big one. As to for Tonga Gawardi as well for the LMP2 cars, and we have 12 LMGT cars, 9 LMP2s and 10 LMP1 cars on this race, with a grand total of, sorry, we have 11 GTs, not 12, of 30 cars. 30 cars for the 24-hour Le Mans. We'll see how much of them will finish, hopefully all of them. But we have to wait then for Fabio and Tonga, which are both on the track as well, making their way to the starting grid. Hopefully they won't crash into the already formatted grid. Anyone on the grid, obviously. Waiting game. So is a waiting game. was gonna talk about strategies a bit later, but apparently I'm being pressured to talk about them now. Let's see. Stints for LMP1 cars. LMP1 cars will do, depending on the team strategy, but pretty much all of them will do 2 stints of tires. So they're gonna do 2 stints, or 1 stop and won't change tires, and then on the second one they will change the tires. As for fuel, they have fuel for 50 minutes, thereabouts. And they've got 2 tire choices. Obviously we have softs for the night and mediums for the daytime. Mediums handle 2 stints well-ish. Softs, if you have a good setup and a good driver, they will handle 2 stints as well. Softs at night with the temperature drop may handle lower temperatures as well. Lower temperatures, my god. With lower temperatures they will handle and last longer. Yeah. Or if you are an Pinto, you could use more negative camber on night, and you don't need to use soft tires. But if you're not Pinto, then I suggest you use soft. Just a suggestion. Fabio Wenders is already on the grid. Someone else is slotting as well. And we are going, and I think they are missing a GT car, so I'm not sure if this is the way to go, but anyway. They are going. Full Gonzalez is going. And the LMPs are following. Now this lap is gonna take what, 10 minutes? About. So if you want to go to the bathroom, just go now, because this is gonna take a long time to go. And they're doing 145 kph, which isn't fast compared to the 377 something that those cars do. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell. That's a jump. That's literally a jump. Sorry about the silence. I had to do a quick pit stop to put fuel into myself as well. Have lunch. But as the drivers come through the Porsche corners, I'm gonna just change the views to where is Fabio. Where is Fabio? Fabio. Hello. Oh, there he is. To Fabio. Gonna put this view. I'm gonna change for the other one. So here we go. 4 chicanes, and the excitement grows now. 4 chicanes is coming. The first ones are past. Second ones are coming. Ricardo is trying to put himself side by side. There he cannot. Going to the other view. Oh, holding. Green flag is going to be shown in a bit. Hold. And we... Someone there, Team Arno, coming fast like hell. And we are not racing. Oh, someone crashed. Oh, big crash there on the background. Big crash, and the race has started. Dear God, what a big crash there. Fabio Enders started, and he's already in first. He was in first already, but he stayed there. Ricardo Svedo trying to maintain and don't lose time for Fabio. And he is third. Further back, Rudy Kupen trying to maintain his position from the Special 5 racing car. Well, it's a petrol car versus a diesel car, so I don't know. Do the maths. Schoenberg, I don't think it's Schoenberg driving, but if it is, Schoenberg or Adam Week, they're driving the Simtech Jota, the GTs, the 3 wide motorsport. Ferrari is first, Ricardo Corazzari is already second, Prat is third. This is GT. Oh, someone there drawing a big... Oh, there! Kopiko trying to pass through one of the chicanes on the Mulsanne straight. Oh, Timorna almost collecting Kopiko. Timorno and Timorno. Why I say Timorno? It's not Timorno, it's Thomas Arno. Trying to defend himself from the Audi from Busquet. Jump. Oof. See Thomas trying to defend. Riccardo Corazzari trying to pass on the last chicane, going very deep on the left and the right left-hander and then the right-hander. I have to remember that I'm watching this backwards. Now trying to slipstream. Now the GT cars, you're gonna see slipstream working pretty well. The LMP ones though. Adalbano trying to pass one of the Porsches. There you go. From Alvarez. And not managing to pass on the Mulsanne corner. Oh, this is a mix-up cars there. The GT is passing by the crashed. Alvarez trying to defend from Adalbano. Adalbano there being kind of bogged down by the reversal, but he's coming slowly. Indianapolis. Oof, great. Oh, Adalbano almost losing the car and the reversal as well. Arnage, one of the hardest corners on track. Oh, and the reversal went. I don't know how the hell did he crash there. Anyway. Oh, don't take the Porsche. Martin Vindies. Brian Hall. Lenny Hall, actually. One of the GTs. Pazet. Alvarez. Managed to get away from the Spanish. One of the LMP2 cars is coming to the pits. It's the 202. Oh, 212, sorry. It's 2-1-1. It's RG World Racing Porsche on the pits. Front new front aerodynamics shit kind of thing. I was gonna say a bad word. You shouldn't say that. Managing to pass Riccardo Corazzari during the lap, and now Riccardo Corazzari is gonna try to get back the position that he lost on the braking zone for the S's. Oh crap, oh my giddy arm. On the outside. Tetra Rouge. It's now. No, there's nothing to fight over there. Because Riccardo has went and the car from Sebastian Bra is touching the ground. Don't know why. Sikorsky coming behind on the Porsche from no, that's a good question. Us RWA13 605 3Y Motorsport Ferrari. This is going very good. Now leading the LMP2 cars is not Malek, is not White, but it is this man, James Johnson from Drag Racing VBM, sorry, almost didn't say that. Obviously being passed by Danny, but he's obviously on a Peugeot. Very good car, very high car. As I was gonna say, Drag Racing with the Porsche RS spoiler. He's got Moreau right behind him, and then one of the men from RJPL, Suzek, I think, which is the yellow car. When I say yellow, it's the top of the car, it's yellow. just gonna try to. Stephen Moreau is right behind, and then he's smarter, so it's yeah. XtremeRPM. Zach. Oh, going wide there on the right-hander from Porsche corners. Mozam Blanc is coming after the right-hander. There you go, Mozam Blanc. A Mozam Blanc complex. And now it's the Porsche curve switch or Porsche chicane. Ford chicane, sorry. Second Ford chicane. Not putting the car outside of the white lines, which is good. Well done for James. Rudy Kupen, meanwhile, trying to fight off the Peugeots and the Epsilon Scotty that's coming behind him. Tim Arnaud and the Kopik. Shane Burke, I think it's Shane, I'm not sure, I have to check. Is there. Ricardo Azevedo is second. Let's see. We'll see. The live timing, if the live timing is not working, it's because the server sometimes lags. So no, he's not second, he's third. And the Hitiainen is first, so the Lusitanium car is already in first. Yeah, I didn't want to say that it's gonna be an easy race for this man, or this man's team, but I don't know. Let's see. They have a great race setup, and they are by far the fastest team in terms of LMP1. And you could see Fabio, they're braking on the straight line, so he might have a problem there on the steering wheel for Fabio Enders. So something to check on Truad Motorsport. Oof, LMP1 team almost losing there the back of the car. Ricardo Azevedo meanwhile is chasing him down. He's already 2 seconds away. Nope, I'm a complete idiot. 1.2 seconds away from Fabio Enders. This is obviously Ricardo Azevedo coming to Indianapolis, braking after the right Honda, so the right braking zone for the LMP1 cars. Arnage braking really late. These LMP1 cars have huge brakes and they brake really well. Shane Burke is fourth. Rudy Kupen is fifth. Sixth is Thomas Arnage. Seventh is. Yeah, no, I have to check. Yep, Michael Kopik. I think it's how it's pronounced. Philippe Bousquet is 8th. 9th is Special 5 Balya Dani. And then the first LMP2 from Drag Racing, James Johnson. This is the Philippe Bousquet car. This is Balya Dani and James Johnson, which is the LMP2 first. The LMP1, the LMP2 for P1. Almost didn't say that. I don't know. This is gonna take a while to get used to again. Castle William just sent me a message saying Etienne is just using engine mapping 5, which is not very smart in terms of 24-hour race. After 3 pit stops, we'll have overtaken him back. So that's the message from Truad Motorsport team. If you don't associate Castor Willem is a driver for XtremeRPM Motorsport. LMP1 car, obviously. Moreau is trying to get to James Johnson, but without luck at the moment. trying to get someone to talk to me, which can be a bit hard. Let's see who is who here. Meanwhile, I'm not watching the race, so if something happen, yeah, the RGPL Smarda is third, fourth is Guardia, fifth is Simic. Maybe not, maybe I'm watching this wrong. This is fourth, Tonga Guardia is fifth, Rafael Malek is sixth on the LMP2 qualification. Why? Oh yeah, okay. 41 cars. Still on track. All good. The reversal with the Epsilon Muscati fully fledged now. Hopefully don't James White. With the Audi fully fledged as well. Izuki with the Visoki. Visoki, yeah. Because the blue reads V apparently. And he's with a Porsche. Let's see. Back to the... Who's gonna talk to me now? Managed to get one. Finally. So I have to meet with me Pedro Gomes from Project XTR. You can see their car here being driven by Ricardo Azevedo. Pedro, first of all, good afternoon or boa tarde. It's in English or Portuguese?
English is fine.
Alright, good. Good, because if it was in Portuguese I had to translate, and I'm not sure if I can enable that.
Yeah, no,
so Pedro, you guys are Pedro, you guys are third at the moment.
Yeah.
And you guys have a difference for the second in about 2 point something seconds or 3. You guys are gonna get to that tail on before the first stop, or you're just maintaining the gap?
The plan is to save the car in the start of the race. Just take it easy, because we believe a lot of incidents will happen, and like we saw on the start, a very big crash happened, I believe, between the LMP2. So
yeah, so the LMP2 managed to crash into themselves.
Yeah, so I think there will be a lot of very eager people right at the start, so we are going to make things slowly, and just everybody's just going to do the best they can without just pushing too hard. Otherwise Ricardo could easily be on right on the back of the first, but we are just taking it easy.
Yeah. Just before I continue to talk with Pedro, just to say that the Simtech Chota car is being driven by Shane. He's gonna do 3 stints, and then Mr. Adam Williams is gonna jump to the car. I'm sorry, Pedro. Do you think it's the best strategy to do on the start of the race? Just holding the time.
Yeah, I think so. At least for us right now, it's what makes more sense. Maybe for the first position car, it makes sense to push if he has an advantage in terms of pace. So it can make sense to push as hard as he can. But that also depends on how much he's taking out of the car, and this is a very long race. Just about anything can happen. So we are just like we are seeing the first prototypes are starting to catch up on the first GTs. So this is when endurance racing starts to happen. This is when mistakes start to happen, and unfortunately prototypes can get into crashes with GTs. We see that between professionals, so with amateurs playing video games it's even much worse.
Well, yeah, simulation between LMP1s and GT is always a bit wonky.
Yeah.
But alright. As you watch Ricardo's video going by Lenny Hall on the Halls Brothers Racing, you can see someone with a Porsche with damage on the left side, on the Porsche curves. So, if you're wondering why, don't know, I have to talk with the team. Pedro, you guys, I don't think if I can say that, but anyway. I saw your strategy in terms of driving times. Who here is coming out with less driving hours on the team, obviously?
That would be Daniel, because he's allowing Philippe is working all night, so Philippe is going to do a long stint in this afternoon. Then I come in. Then he's going to work, and he comes home about 8 AM or something like that, so he needs to sleep. And in that time Daniel is going to come in, he's going to do something like 2 or 3 stints, and then Felipe comes back for the final push, and for us to win, obviously.
Yeah, we'll see. Until then we have thereabouts 23 hours to go. But you guys are doing, as I said in the beginning, you guys are doing what, double stint on the tires? And a big jump from Ricardo there?
That depends. Every driver has his preference, and we are going to have different boost strategies. So, and it's an adaptive strategy. But if you can get that information out of other other teams, that would be nice.
Well, you said to me this, that teams on LMP1 cars are doing double stints on tires. Is someone that is very known for giving information and then wins the race regardless of the information that he gives. But you know, it's one of those things. I'm afraid of saying this kind of things, this information about teams, because
yeah, it's sensitive.
Yeah, they are sensitive, and teams change strategies rarely, especially in their factor on races of this caliber. Almost Sikorsky, they're losing the back end of the Porsche. But as I was saying, the teams change strategies on a factor less than the real ones. The real ones change quite rapidly the strategy, and they have plane A, plane B, plane C, plane D, plane Z if they want to do one race of 24 hours. You guys here don't have that. So when I say this kind of things, Fabio Enders going very wide there on the exit of the Ford chicanes. But when I say this kind of information, I tend not to say which team it is. But then again, it's a bit hard, you know.
Yeah.
It's sensitive information, and we
exactly.
don't.
So yeah, I mean, every compound has obviously the softer the compound, the more grip you have, and the shorter time you can use it. Everybody knows that, it's not a big secret. So it's all up to the strategy. Someone that's going flat out will probably be using softer tires, while others on more conservative strategies might be using harder ones. It depends.
Fabio is gonna lose the second position now. Oh, almost. Yeah, but before I interrupted you because of the traffic here, in Fabio being bogged down with traffic and Ricardo almost taking advantage of that. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that the tires are what they are.
Yeah.
Softs, they get obviously more grip, but they last less mediums. You get a normal medium grips, and they last more. And Ricardo trying to pass Fabio on the second chicane of Mulsanne Straight, and now it's going to the Mulsanne corner. And I think Fabio has a problem on the steering wheel because he's braking constantly on the straight line, which is not very good for the speed. But I was gonna say that mediums are what they are. They last more, but they have a kind of a grip, in terms of grip, is not as good as softs. But the tire strategy is from team to team, very well,
Yeah,
various teams, various strategies. But when
it
you
also
see this,
depends on the driver too, because some drivers use a lot more tires than others.
yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say the tires are bad comparison because all depends on the car setup, all depends on the drivers. You could have drivers that brake really late, as Ricardo is doing on Arnage, and they could lock up and destroy one tire or two tires, or maybe the four tires if they lock up completely, which is not very good because you're gonna lose the car, and these cars are beasts, and if you lose them, it's lost. You cannot recover. It's not rally cars where you lock up the front wheels and the back ones are still going on, or you lock up the back ones and the front wheels are still on and doing their job. But you know, it's one of those things. Pedro, I had to ask you, how hard is to drive LMP1 car on this track?
Well, it all depends on your ability, really. The hardest part is sector 3. I'd say if you have good reflexes, you can be quick there. If you don't, you just have to take it easy or you will crash, because those the first wider corners, the faster corners are well, the best guys can make that flat out. Others just have to take it just a little bit easier and make sure that they don't crash the car, because, well, that obviously just ruins a race. For an average driver, it's sometimes best just make it a little bit easier, not try to be as fast as the guys in front and not damage the car, so that you don't have to crawl back to the pit lane. I don't know if you remember some years back when Pedro Lamy got out of the pit lane with a punctured tire, and it just destroyed the Peugeot. Had to do an entire lap that took something like 10 minutes, going at limiter speed, destroying the car. So this also applies a little bit here, so the patient game normally pays if you don't have the talent to go as fast as some of the faster guys that we see. That actually we can see right now, like Ricardo.
Exactly. So the track layout is not the same as the usual one or the real one. How hard is this? Do you guys? I mean, talking myself, I know LeMans truck from front to back and back to front, the normal one or the 2014 layout. When I come to this one and I see this jump, it's something missing there. I don't know how to explain. It's just, it's LeMans, but it's not the same LeMans you see on the telly.
Yeah, I agree with you, but well, safety does come first. So after I think it was after Mark Webber.
Yeah, Mark Webber
flight there. In Lamy too, I think so. In the Mercedes.
Yeah, Mark Webber did a, how we call it, a ballerina backflip there.
Yeah, thank God he was okay.
Yeah, he broke something like the neck or something like that, and was okay in the end. But yeah, hopefully it won't happen this year, but we'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
The Porsche seems a good car for not flying up.
Yeah, no, this year is really looking very interesting. It's very well real when talking about real WEC, WEC. I don't know if Audi is underperforming because they will have such a good car for Le Mans, because maybe they have so little downforce, but both Porsche and Toyota are looking very strong. You say?
Yeah, we'll see. Audi is always obviously Audi is the man to beat.
Yeah.
And even though people say, "Oh, Audi didn't go very well on Spa or Silverstone," be careful what you wish for, because Audi is always set their target on Le Mans. It's not Silverstone or
Exactly.
Spa that they have the target on.
And this year we have Albuquerque there.
Yeah.
It's also, well, for us Portuguese, it's also an
It's always good
yeah.
to have one guy there. Obviously, if you are English or German, you always have drivers there. Well, it's just from time to time that we have one guy on top teams.
We had Lamy for 3 or 4 years now. Albuquerque is getting in.
Yeah. And for the guys accompanying European Le Mans Series,
Hey, wake up.
we have this weekend the 4 hours of Imola with Albuquerque as well on the Jota car. The same car, I think it's pretty much the same livery that is on the Simtech Jota here today. So, stop and go penalty for Velocity Racing and safe rejoin on track more than once. So, yeah, the penalty start. Not very good. Not very good. Pedro, just to finish, before you guys go to rest a bit for your stint, will be hard to do 24 hours. We never done that. It will be hard.
Well, I believe, yeah, it's hard. It all depends on the guys that are doing the late stints. Right now, it's really easy. It's like playing for a long
F1.
time. Yeah, it's just you drive for a long time. Then after maybe 1 p.m., it's when things start to get serious. Then those guys that can take a nap get a little bit rest, but I think it's my first 24-hour race, so but I imagine it's going to be very tiring.
Yeah, mine as well. And I'm not driving, I'm talking.
Yeah, you'll be here. So if in the further on, if you want some company to keep you awake, you can always call me.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna call you if I want. That sounded bad, but anyway. Okay, thank you very much, Pedro.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Good race. Just trying to see if I can bring someone else here. I'm gonna bring Baby Pinto as well. See if he can. Schnitzer. Schnitzer was talking with me about if everyone would be talking on the channel or on the broadcast. Yes, everyone will be talking on the channel. So it's not only the big teams. Oh, Schnitzer going wide, almost crashing into the wall. Passet, Lenny Hall. Hello, bueno. Think Brian Hall is here. I don't know how late, how soon it is on United States, but I'm guessing it's 9 o'clock in the morning or something. Let's see if I can. Nope. Brian Hall is not here. So yeah, I was gonna talk to Brian, try to talk to Brian, but apparently he's not here. So he's still sleeping. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning in the United States. Bueno, with the Spanish team. Alvarez, another Spanish team, obviously. Jamaica boys being overtaken by Thomas Guardia. Martin Vindish. Let's see if anyone from Jamaica boys, not Jamaica itself, wants to talk to me. Will take a bit longer to look for them, and I'm not going to find them. because they're not here. Good. Amazing. Great. Let's see. I have to talk to someone. Oh, they are here, yeah. Yeah, team of Martin Vindes is here, yeah. Sikorsky! With a new aerodynamic pack on that Porsche. Very new. Managed to get someone to talk to. Finally. The men from Jamaica, boys. Team. This is the Ferrari of them, the F430. And I have with me one of the drivers as well, James Wilson. James, good afternoon.
Yeah.
You have the same hour as me, so it's good afternoon. You guys are at the moment in about third in class. Am I right?
Yep.
There you go. P20 overall. How is the car going?
From what I've heard from Martin, it feels okay. It looks like it's going fine for him, and didn't get any better really. Third place, a really good place to be sitting.
Yeah, this is, I think, I'm not sure, your first 24 hours as a team.
Not too sure about the team, unfortunately, but for definite for me, it's the first 24 hours that I've competed in.
Yeah. How are your expectations for the race then?
Well,
24 hours.
Typically we weren't really expecting to be running this far up. However, I think our main goal is just to finish, really.
So you guys don't want to get like first position on the end?
As much as only 11 cars turned up, the top 10 would be decent for us.
Yeah.
But we weren't expecting to be running third this early on, and we just want to get the car home.
Yeah, as Peter said, you guys are taking it easy basically. You're not pushing hard, not doing stupid stuff as others are doing.
Yeah, we don't want to push the car. In case we take it off track into the wall, we just really want to finish.
Yeah, so that's good. You guys have what? How many tire choices? Do you have 2 or 1 tire choice for this race?
We're thinking of staying medium for the entire race. Basically because we've not done much night testing on the softs and how they would react and last. But the mediums have been fine for us both in day and night testing, so we're just going to stay with what we know and use up the mediums.
Yeah, alright, so mediums it is. And how much laps can these mediums on the GT car, obviously it depends on the team, on the setup, on the driver, but how much laps can you guys put on them to be effective, obviously, and how many stints do they last?
We've got the car set up for changing tyres every stop, but the mediums could go a lot longer than the fuel can, so we're sitting in a good position for tyre wear.
So that's good then for you. That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Some of the LMP1 teams, and I'm not sure if you're listening to the broadcast, if you are.
I am.
There you go. They say that they are using the double stint on the tires. You guys, you said already, you're not. Do you think it's a viable thing to do? That's an easy thing to do. Double stint the tires on the GT cars, obviously, not the LMP ones.
With the setup we have on the car, I'm not sure about the mediums. We never tried it, but the thing is, when you double stint, you run the risk of sliding off the track from lack of grip if it takes you by surprise. So as much as it'll lose time in the pits, we think changing tyres every stop would be sufficient to stay on the track and put in some good lap times at the same time.
Great. So, thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you very much, James, and hope to see you on the commentary booth more times, if not you, your teammates, more times during the 24 hours. We have 24 hours to speak to all of the teams, hopefully. We'll see if everyone turns up.
Alright, thanks for having me.
So, good racing and good luck.
Yep.
I have another person to talk to. Bernard Schneider. Hello. Hello, Bernard. I cannot hear you. You just sound. Your microphone turns up, but you don't talk. And someone went off there. Oh, that's a crash. That's a crash for the Audi. But if you know, the Audis are made of steel. They are tanks, obviously. So they won't die that easily. They won't die that easily, and they're still going. So basically, good car to be racing with. Bernard had to rejoin the TeamSpeak. Apparently some problems with the microphone. Nothing to worry about at the moment. Trying to look for someone else to talk to. Goody Cooper is driving, so not very good.
Hey, wake up.
Oh, I just don't need to ask, they ask me.
Was moved to your
I have another one.
Hello.
Just ask, and someone turns up. I have one of the drivers from SimTech. I'm pretty sure of that. So hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, you sure do. My name's Adam Williams. Thank
So
you.
there you go. Good presentation there, Adam. Adam Williams from SimTech Jota. So you guys are both racing today on simulation and real thing.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys are over at Imola working very, very hard. Still gave us a bit of support before the race, but I think right now our main focus is the 24-hour race we're in at the moment.
Yeah.
We're-
You guys are in P5, I think. I'm not sure because the live timing just died on me. So.
yeah, we're in P5. We're or maybe P4. We're first in the petrols, so we're just kind of we want to keep
P4.
ahead of all the petrols and
So
just keep
P4.
pushing.
So you guys are P4. You are the first petrol car then. How is the car in terms of driving on this track?
Well, you know, there's always the challenge of the 1991 circuits. It's quite tight, and when you're bringing like such a powerful beast to kind of a tighter version of LeMans, it's really quite challenging. So doing all the testing and everything, you know, it really helped us get dialed up very, very quickly. We're using one of the driver's rigs today, which is a triple monitor, beautiful setup, really easy to drive on. So we're quite confident in the race that we can at least finish anyway.
Great. You guys are at P4 at the moment. Do you guys think if by some mistake or a pit stop strategy, obviously because petrol cars have the the pit stop strategy on their side, do you guys think you can get high up or more higher on the final classification board?
Well, the thing is, we have a lot of experience in 24-hour racing, including the GTR 24 in Denmark, and the only thing we've gained from the experience is knowing how unpredictable it really is. So we'd like to get the podium. The podium would be nice. We're confident we can keep the car on track without any problems. So I think on pace, there's no chance of us beating the diesels ahead of us. But if we can keep it on track and let the other cars make mistakes, I think the podium will definitely be in for a shout.
Yeah. Everyone is talking about tires and how tires will perform. You guys are doing what? Mediums by 2 stints or softs or something like that?
Well, there's only so much we can share, but we do have some solid tyre strategies in mind. We're mainly trying to definitely extend the tyre life as much as possible without losing pace. But we're just kind of adapting to how the track changes as well. Will definitely be important.
Yeah, so nighttime, your strategy will change, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But
we think so.
yeah, there you go, by the temperature. So, Adam, very good, and thank you.
Thanks very much. Give us a like on Facebook.
Yep.
Thank
can
you.
check Simtech. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys.
Another driver
Yes.
is in the commentary booth. Bernard Schneider. I think it's how it's pronounced, or Schnitzer or something.
Yeah,
Help me.
Schnitzer.
Schnitzer there. You are driving a Porsche 997. How is the Porsche you were driving at the moment? At some point.
Well,
User left.
How is the car performing?
well, the setup isn't the best, I have to admit, but we're fighting our way. And right now we're doing pretty well. We had some issues at the beginning. The engine was too hot, but now we're pretty good on the way. Yeah, we're looking forward. We have to say we're a little bit the underdog, definitely. We're all drivers participating the first and second time in the race, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is this is one of those races that if you are new to the 24-hour kind of thing, it's hard to get experience from. But you guys, as you say, you guys are underdogs. Nobody here is underdog on XtremeRPM, but anyway, you guys are a new team. I'm sure of that.
Yeah, well, we're offline good friends, and so we thought we're racing. We're all coming from a different simulation, and now we're here to participate. We're actually pretty good, yeah, what driving comes to. Oh. But yeah, in terms of setup, we're not yet on the top, and that's why our car behaves a little bit, well, like a nice lady.
Yeah, we're just watching your car hitting the wall there.
Yes.
That's amazing. You drive and talk at the same time. That's very good. Some drivers can't do that.
Well, I have to admit, my friend is driving. I'm just commentating.
Oh, okay. So, who's driving then?
His name is Bastian Hoffmann. So he, well, yeah, was a bit struggling in the beginning, but we're gonna make the driver change in the correct manner, and we'll report everything as exactly. So
Okay, no.
yeah, the
No
crash
problem.
wasn't very good.
So that's not very nice then. As you say, you guys are trying just to finish then.
Yes, definitely. I think the 24 hours won't be the problems. So the mental strength is there, and for sure we have two drivers, are semi-professional drivers offline, but well, sim driving is a different universe basically. The setup means a lot, and here we're not having the best setup, and I think that's what the limiting factor is here.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Thank you very much, Schnitzer.
Yeah,
hope
thank you very much.
Oh, you guys are coming out of the track again.
We have a broken suspension, so we gotta go to the pits.
Yeah, okay. Good luck with that, and
Bye.
good luck with your race. Bye. So looking for someone
User
else.
left your channel.
Someone else. to talk to. Sorry about the silence. It's just I'm trying to get someone to talk to me from the drivers and the teams. So if you're wondering why I'm quiet for long, it's just because I'm trying to get someone to talk to. Oh, Fabio Ender's coming to the pits. The first pit. So I have Nuno Pinto from Lusitano MSR, the team that is leading, and you can see them on the screen now. Nuno, boa tarde. So you guys are leading the race. Ooh, Anti there going a bit mad on the Porsche corners. You guys are leading. I received a message a couple of time ago saying that they are using the boost. You guys are using boost 5, correct? Hopefully it is.
No.
Otherwise, there you go. Bad information then. You guys are using. You guys are basically attacking.
In this part of the race, yes, that was our strategy.
Well,
Basically,
it's working because you guys
we are trying to avoid the initial fights and just keep the car on track.
Exactly. So I was gonna say that you guys, it's working because you guys are gonna lap the second place car, or was the second place car. We're gonna lap because you just went away. No, you guys are. I know Portuguese team. You have new drivers for this race. You have Anti and Marco, I think.
Yes.
It is your first 24-hour race as a team, correct? Lusitania.
Yes, exactly.
How hard it's gonna be? I'm asking this now because I know everyone says, oh, it's gonna be hard, but then at the end, everyone says, oh, it was easy. So I'm asking now because I want to know.
In terms of driving, it's not very hard because the track is very long. You can rest, so that's not the worst part. The worst part is the time that you are driving, because if you have 4 drivers, you'll do a lot of stints. And that's the problem. And if you sleep, you can sleep only 2 hours max. So that's the problem of the race, not anything else.
You want to talk about that? Yeah, I mean the sleep preservation is always an issue. As a team, so go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was saying that the sleep problem is the biggest problem, I think, because if you can lose the concentration very easily, and have a crash or crash against another car, a GT car or a P2 car, while lapping them. That is also a problem. But yeah, we're going to try to bring the car to the end without any crashes, hopefully. And
Talking on that, almost anti.
Yeah, and coming in the top 3. That's our objective for this race.
So not the objective of winning the race. It's just coming up on the top.
Just top 3.
So that's okay. That's good. As I said, Portuguese team with a couple of drivers from other countries. How is the? Obviously, the communication is in English, but how is your communication going on?
Yeah, the foreign guys are good drivers. They understand a lot of setups. So we talk what we need to talk about the race, the strategies, and and the doubts that we have, and yeah, they are cool guys, so we get along pretty well.
Oh yeah. Well, they both come from F1. That's for sure. Well, Anti comes from GT racing, but they both come from F1. Yesterday they were saying that F1 is easier to drive than these things. Is the feeling mutual for you?
Probably, yes, probably yes. In not the general car is very hard to drive, but the concentration that you need to have and the passing the other cars, that is very hard for me, and I think for the other drivers as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, someone that comes from F1 doesn't have cars going 70 kph slower than them on a
Yeah,
straight.
yeah, that's the main problem for the new guys.
Yeah. Talking a bit about of F1, how is F1 going? We've got what, 4 rounds?
Yeah, 4 rounds.
Yeah.
For
You
me,
guys-
2 crashes and one very good race. Two very good races. I finished on the podium in one of them, and the other I finished 6th or 7th. I did a good race. I didn't have the setup to do better than that, so it was one of my best races, to be honest. I just didn't have the car to do better.
Yeah. Well, I always wanted to ask this on a broadcast from F1, but I never had the time or you guys to talk to. Who is number 1 on F1 for Lusitania?
The number one, the guy that probably have the more experience and have the higher, how can I say this, the higher percentage of winning is Ricardo. So yeah, it's him, the number one.
But it is him the number 1 for the championship, or is you?
It's him. Mostly because I don't usually get along very well with Formula One mods.
Okay. Oh, 20 almost crashing into other one there. Yeah, okay, okay, no, it's Ricardo
Yeah.
then. It's the bloody Ricardo. It's always Ricardo. But anyway,
It's always Ricardo's fault.
yes, I'm gonna kill him. I know where he lives. I literally know where he lives. Alright. Thank you very much, Nuno, for your time. I know you guys are. I'm not sure if you guys are communicating with each other. I'm pretty sure you don't, because Auntie doesn't
Right
have
now,
your.
no.
No, see right now. Not, but Auntie's got his microphone shut up, so muted. So I don't think you guys are passing information. One
Yes,
way or
we
the
are
other.
on our channel. Yes,
Oh
we
yeah,
are
you
talking
are.
to each other.
All right then. I'm the. Well, Ricardo is not, because Ricardo went out.
Yeah, yeah. He comes
always
at
the same order.
9 p.m. I think.
What?
Yeah, 8
9
or 9
p.m.?
p.m. Yeah.
I'm gonna call him for his cell phone and then say,
Yeah.
"Come here, you moron!" But until then, we'll have to wait. Thank you very much, Nuno.
thank
You or your teammates are gonna pass through the commentary booth more times than one. So
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
get the rest, and good luck for your stint.
Yeah, I think.
Ooh, silence. Back. Had to ask someone to come. Wasn't successful, so we'll have to wait for a new guy to come. But at the same time, I'm gonna give you the orders. So we got 3 White Motorsport, Fabio Wenders in first. Second is Lusitano MSR with Antti Hitiainen, and you could see these two front to back. Fabio here and Antti there on the back. See Fabio now. Third is Project XCR Ricardo Azevedo. He's already at 26 seconds. Sorry, 33.3 seconds from 3 White Motorsport. Team RGPL HEI Michael Kubiku is fourth. Is 37 seconds, so not very far from Ricardo. Philippe Bousquet is P5, 51, Special 5 is Valiant Danny. Jar Racing is P7, then is Drag Racing, the first of LMP2s, second of LMP2 E-Racing Propulsion, FVR team is fourth or third, I can't remember because the lifetiming stopped working again, third of LMP2s, then is they are P10, P11 is Simtech Jota Shenberg, and he's P8 on LMP1s. P4 LMP2's Team GP RGPL Suzek with Snek Smarda is P4, P5, obviously P5 on LMP2s. Marcel Sizik, Leader Racing Team. Club AV is Rafael Malek. Adam Winsowski, RJ World Racing is P7 on LMP2s, and this lifetime stopped working again for me. Doesn't help. Funny hole coming out of the pits. Oh, it's working again. Cooper Racing is P8 and P16 overall. Ariel Rojas. First of the GTs is Stefan Pro with the Spirit Endurance Gent Lady. RFDT Racing with Ricardo Cordazari is second, but Ricardo stopped and Stefan didn't. So Stefan will have to stop and Ricardo will take the first position. Martin Vindis is third. Then is Velocity Racing and Rush Motorsport for LMP1s. They are P20 and P21. James White and Daryl Russell. As SRW Kuba Sikorsky is P4 on GTs. Then is another LMP2, P23, Killer Motorsport Marcelo Aiello. And he is 3 more laps than the leader, and he's got 3 stops already. That's not good. Rush Motorsport P5 on GTs is Alfonso Alvarez, Lenny Hall is P6, Peter Grau is P7, Victor Pazet is P8, Adalbano is P9. I lost my lifetiming again.
Wake up.
Sorry about the silence. Had to go and convince someone to come talk to me. As I was gonna say, Adalbueno is P9, P10 is Luca Vidra, and Stefan Hofman is last on P10 on the GT cars. And yes, he's with the name of Bertrand. The lifetiming works. Martin Windisch from Jamaica Boys, Sikorsky with a new, I don't know, pack on the Porsche. Peter Grau with damage on the Ferrari on the left side. Schnitzer. Hoffman is racing with Bernd Schnitzer name, so be careful. I was gonna say that Peter Grau with damage is P6 on GTs at the moment, obviously. Some guys pitted, as a note. Stefan Bro is coming for the pits and is gonna lose a position for this man, Riccardo Corazzari. Stefan Bro passing by. And one lap on board with Riccardo Corazzari, and I'm gonna shut up for you to hear the flat 6 engine from the Porsche. You could see how mad this guy is by the speed he gets in on Indianapolis. Just sheer speed with Indianapolis Bank. Just amazing. So 290 something kph max that I saw with the Porsche. Not a full lap on board, as you can see. Still 4 chicanes to come. Still on the middle of Porsche curves, but still going on. Trying to trying to get someone to talk to. If not, I'm gonna talk about cars, because there are a lot of them, and I'm gonna use the excuse of the Russell Epsilon Muscati to talk about the Epsilon Muscati itself. So what is the Epsilon Muscati in my notes? It's here. So I'm gonna tell you about the engine, tires, weight and torque of the car, and then I'm gonna give you the petrol or diesel figures. Engine on this Epsilon Muscati is a Judd G5 V10 40 valve engine, so it's a big thing. It's a V10. Tires are Michelin if you are reading this badly. The weight of the car is 980 kilograms, so not very heavy. Torque figures is 680 newton meters of torque at 500 and 700 RPM, so not very high RPMs on this Epsilon Muscati. Epsilon Muscati that raced at LeMans between 2006 and 9, if I'm not wrong. But he's fighting here position with White, which is very good for these two guys. James White, obviously. I have someone with me, and it is Hugo Nobre, race director. Hugo.
Hello.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
night. You are waiting for the night already.
Yeah, go sleep or something. How did race start went?
Well, minor incidents at the start of the race. Everything is running pretty good, I can say. We already had to apply some penalties. Basically a stop and go penalty to velocity racing of 10 seconds. Also a drive-through penalty to Thomas Arnaud of 111 Racing. But overall it seems a very clean race so far. We are on the second hour of racing. 1 hour and about 15 minutes more or less have gone by. So yeah.
What happened on the start with the LMP2 cars?
Well, we should we will be analyzing the start of the race. But from what we know, the LMP2 guys basically just smashed the throttle when the LMP1 cars were still with the pit limiter on. So we will investigate that after the race, and penalties are going to be applied if needed.
Right then. I have something to ask. I can't remember exactly what it was, but is being a 24-hour race, how hard is it to organize this thing?
Well, it is the first time for us here at XtremeRPM. It was hard, you know. We had to build a good strategy for administrating this race. Basically, we are putting like stints instead of race stints. It will be like marshalling stints. We had to organize a bunch of people to be here today. Also, we had to send invitations for this 24-hour race in order to have a complete grid. We tried to minimize all the server issues we might have today in this race. We just hope that the server doesn't crash more than 2 times or so, because we have no illusions in a 24-hour race. The server should crash at least 2 times. So our goal is to minimize those problems and to have a clean and good race all over the 24 hours.
Okay, no problem. 2 times? Due to what? Memory on the computer?
Yeah, that's the main thing. The overload of memory in the server should cause the server crash. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have much of that during these 24 hours.
Well, it's a normal thing, so
it's normal. Yeah. We have that on mind, and we have no illusions. Of course, if it runs for 24 hours without crashing, that's awesome. But
that's good.
Yeah, but probably we expect at least 2 or 3 crashes during the complete race.
How is, on your point of view, obviously, it could be different from the point of view of racing or teams, the racing so far?
Well, it's pretty good. Lusitania SR is doing a terrific job at the front, battling with 3 Wide Motorsport. They have done very good clean racing. Antti Hitiainen is a superb driver they got for this 24-hour event here at LeMans. And in my opinion, they, alongside with Project XTR, they are the 2 teams that can try to beat 3 Wide Motorsport on this event. 3 Wide Motorsport is a very, very competitive team. They are used to these type of events in 24 hours, so they are the favorites. It's on Project XTR side and Lusitania SR to stop that happening today.
Well, Lusitania SR said, or drivers from Lusitania SR said, that it's just to finish. As for the Project CR said that Lusitania SR said top 3. So not very good perspective then. They're not pointing for the win. Not one of the teams that are top 3.
Yeah, they are putting the pressure on them 3 Wide.
We'll see how the 3 Wide Motorsport says. I talked to another team, which was Simtech Jota, and they said they are pointing for a 4th position, maybe podium. Do you think it's possible?
Sorry, you were saying? What was the team?
Simtech Jota, the first guys on the petrol car.
Well, they are fast. They are fast. They are consistent. They usually race on endurance events. I think that they will be able to get a good result today. So answering directly to your question, I think they could be there at the front.
Yeah. Just watching the amount of guys watching this broadcast is 98.
Some minutes ago we had around 107.
Dear Lord. They're always listening to me. Ah! Well, it's better to listen to me than listen to a guy say, instead of Ungaro Reign, say Ungaro Reign. But, you know, I had my issues, especially with the plugin kind of thing.
Plugin. You said plugin.
Plugin. It's the Madeiran way to say the thing. Anyway, there you go. So you are expecting a good 2-2 race then?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I'm getting a lot of messages right now.
You're expecting a good 2-2 race then? Apart from the
I think so. I think so.
server crashes that we are
have
expecting.
we have all the ingredients for a fantastic race today. 30th car grid, 31. I'm very anxious to the night session. It should be awesome having 30 cars on track with the lightning, and it should be awesome. I'm really anxious about that. I think that the most difficult part for all drivers on this race will be the first hours in the morning, like in real life, because they will be very tired. They will be very tired. They will stop using the lights, so it should be hard for them.
Well, for them and for me, but anyway.
Yeah, you'll stay here for about 22 or 21 hours.
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone is gonna have to control this thing at.
Yeah, it will be Ben Willis alongside with Mike Phillips probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good to use this broadcast channel to inform all viewers and all teams that the penalties regarding disconnect or ask will be applied only after the race. Basically, in game, we are going to apply live penalties only to crashes or some bad behaviors on track. So basically, all the penalties regarding asks and disconnects will be applied only after the race. And we have some already.
So what time did the race start exactly?
At exactly 2:40 p.m. That means we've
got 1 hour and 20 minutes
Yep.
raced. So 1 hour and 20 minutes raced. Do the math. You have 22.40 to go. Not a very long time. Not a very long time to go. Hugo, you're gonna get back to your job of
Yeah.
being an eagle and trying to
Yeah.
see everything
I'll
that
jump.
goes on.
I'll jump here later on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, see you in a
As for
bit.
so for me, I'm gonna explain to you what the hell is this car that you're watching on the screen at the moment. Is a Porsche RS Spider Evo from Drag Racing. It's in first on LP2 cars, so it's very good. I just talked to Ben Willis, which will be here on the commentary booth with me in a short amount of time, and he said fuck yes, because he's the boss of the team, so you know he's not being biased at any point whatsoever. You know, it's Ben. Engine of this car, it has an Porsche MR6 3.4 liters V8, so not that big as the Scotty one, but then you know, it's an LP2 car, so it doesn't need to be that big. Michelin tires, weight is 905 kilograms, 411 newton meters of torque at 800 and 500 8,500 RPMs. So not. This car has a higher RPM torque thing than the Epsilon Muscati, which is 3,000 RPMs down the scale. That's why this car has been around since 2006 to 2009, and the Muscati only went for 2 years, so not that good. This one, though, on the LMP2s was one hell of a machine, and if you ask some Porsche enthusiasts, still is. Well, talking about cars, we have an Audi R10 TDI V12 5.5 liters, big engine on the Audi, Michelin tires, 980 kilograms, for 1041 Newton meters of torque at 4,000 RPM. So it's still a massive amount of torque on the diesel cars, and it's a diesel car as always, because it's TDI, obviously. Oh yeah, the Porsche and the Muscati were petrol cars, one LMP1 and the Porsche LMP2. Riccardo Corazzari there being a brake on Porsche cars to the Audi. But yeah, the Audi was used in... Now I had a blank on my head. I have to go and search. Oh my, 2006 onwards to 2008, if I'm not wrong. If I am, it's just 2006. No, I'm a complete idiot. Until 2008 they were used. 2009 was the R15 TDI, and then 2010 was the R15 as well, and then 2011 the R18, and so on, so on, so on, so on, until now the R18 Quattro e-tron that they use nowadays. Sometimes it goes blank. Creation we had talked about. Peugeot, another creation, another Peugeot. Oh wait, we didn't talk about the Peugeot. Peugeot 908 HDI V12 5.5 liters diesel. So it's not a V10 or a V8 like the others. Michelin, Michelin. Weight is 980 kilos, 1052 Newton meters at 3,800 RPMs, and he comes to the pits. Hopefully they won't change drivers. I'm not sure if they will, but we'll see. Hunty stops on the last possible space on the pits. There you go. It's a really good car, the Peugeot, and I think it's the most the most type of car represented on LMP1s at this race, and it is. Yes, it is. If you hear paper, it's just my notes. So 5 Peugeots on this race today. Three Audis, 2 Epsilon Muscatis, one Zytec, 2 creations. There you go. gonna use Lucas Vidra car, which is the Team RGPL GD car. The car number 602, to explain to you what the Porsche 997 is, what it's got. Under that bonnet, well, under the bonnet it doesn't have nothing, but under the boot it's other things. It's a flat 6-cylinder boxer engine with 3.8 liters, classic Porsche. Oh, Lucas spun on the Indianapolis, that's not good. Yeah, not very good. He went wide. Oh, schnitzer. So flat 6, 3.8 liters, Dunlop tires. Even though some cars here will be racing with Michelin. Weight is 1,305 kilograms. Torque, ready, steady, 483 Newton meters. Yeah, it's not the same as 1,000, is it? At 6,100 RPMs. Ooh, back end of the Lucas car is going mad. There you go. It's the Porsche. Lenny Hall with the Ferrari, Adalbano with the Ferrari, Alvarez with the Porsche, Martin with the Ferrari, Sikorsky with the Porsche, Peter Grau with the Ferrari, Porsche, and another Porsche as well. So Peter Grau, I'm gonna use him to talk about the Ferrari, what he's got underneath that middle engine car. Engine is the Ferrari F136 engine. It's 90 degrees. At 90 degrees, obviously it's not straight. It's a V8 4-liter engine. It's exactly the same as the usual 458, not 458, 430 F430 off-road using. Weight is 1,225 kilograms. Torque 516 Newton meters at 5,500 RPMs. As well, not as big as 1,000. And it's both of the Porsches and the Ferraris are petrol cars, as always. And they use 2 compounds of tires, soft and medium tires. Trying to see what cars I didn't talk about. Talked about all of this, but I didn't talk about Zytek and the creation. Talking on which? And the Acura. So I didn't talk about this ones. Acura LMP2 car. This is the Acura, by the way. Acura 01. It's an engine, it's an Acura HPD, so Honda engine. V8, 3.4 liters V8, again. This is my note, so I see a V8 there. Immediately. It's LM LeMans V8, 3.4 liters. Tires are Michelin. If you see any car with Dunlop, just leave a message. 905 kilograms, 423 Newton meters of torque at 8,000 RPM. Yes, this car has less torque than the GT cars, but it is lighter, a lot lighter, 200 kilograms lighter. Let's see if I can find a creation or a side tech. Talking on which? Creation from RRR from Jur Racing. Yeah, Jur Racing is a creation 106. See what the creation says. It's Judd engine, the Judd GV5 V10 40 valves, Did you see where this engine was used to? On the Epsilon Scotty, same engine. Dunlop tires, 955 kilograms, 665 Newton meters of torque at 6000 RPM. You remember the torque figures and the weight of the Epsilon Scotty. This one is lighter and has a bit less torque. As for the Zytec, if I can find the Zytec, will take a bit to find it. That creation. Who's racing with the Zytec? I have to see. P2P shows Zytec's not on this race. Crap. Great. So the Zytec had a DOAC engine, 4 liters, 4-liter V8, 32 valves, Michelin tires, 955 kilograms, 562 Newton meters of torque at 7,200 RPMs, and I think I covered all the cars. I'm gonna talk to them about them later on, but at the moment, yeah, all the cars are good to go, and the Zytec at the creation are petrol engines. The only diesel cars on the field are the Audi and the Peugeot 908. So you guys get the feeling. So this is basically a diesel engine. Pit stops windows. The pit stops are happening now. Someone there went to the pits. Danny coming out with a car even worse that came in. How the hell did that happen? Anyway. And we're gonna do a break on the broadcast. Well, not a break, just to pass a Trustmaster video sponsorship. And I'm gonna go to get some most needed pit stop too. So see you guys in 2 minutes. Oi! Almost didn't come back. Massive traffic jam there on the pit straight line. A lot of GT cars and LMP2 cars. Someone spun before Tetra Rouge. This is the replay. Let's see what happened. Oh, we lost the car. Big spin there. Oh, almost. So trying to find out some things that are happening. But anyway, James Johnson still in first on LMP2. Very good result for the British team, drag racing. He's got something like 5 seconds to the second position car, and they both done one pit stop, so they're about to do the second pit stop. And this team is maintaining the first position since the first lap, which is very good. I can see. Let's see how fast can this LMP2 machine go. 300 and how much? 10? 12? 312 kph. If you watch the Porsche on board, you can see that the Porsche there does 290. The LMP2 do about 312-ish, and you're gonna see further on the race the LMP1s do 350 something. So the speed difference, it's amazing. The speed difference between LMP1, LMP2 and LMGT. Someone asked on Twitter, why don't we have LMGT Pro and LMGT AM? Yeah, we don't need that. We only need GTs. We don't need GT AM and GT Pro. Plus, that classification is stupid. It's a stupid thing that ACO doesn't have any sense whatsoever. Put professional drivers with platinum, gold and platinum or whatever it's called classification, and put professional racing drivers that raced on WTCC with bronze or something. Which, I mean, it's one of those things. Trying to see what's happening at the moment. Big traffic jam here from LMP2s, LMP1s and no, just LMP1s and LMP2s. LMP1s is the Audis, the LMP2s the Smarda. There's not Smarda, Smarda's a change driver there. The RJPL Sezek LMP2 car, which is the yellow, top yellow car. This is first on this group. Why is the Audi staying behind? Oh, this is a fighting for position. If it is, that's defending like hell. No, it's gonna leave space. Oof, big jump. So Philippe Bousquet should... Nope. He's not fighting with that Audi. Philippe Bousquet is third, by the way. And Philippe Bousquet only stopped once on the pits. And he stopped 3 times. Martin Stollinger from 3 Wide Motorsports stopped 2. Ricardo Azevedo stopped 1. Even though Ricardo Azevedo is in the pits at the moment. Someone... Oh, crash! That's a big one. The Argentinian team just crashed. Crap. Back. Yep. Replay. Let's see how the hell they lost the back end. Indianapolis. Oh, to win. Yeah, too deep on Indianapolis and he lost. Then who comes? Okay. Oh god, that's a big one. He tried to move the car and Sandri was coming. Nowhere to go. Another exit. What the hell? Braking. He went. And Sandri as well. So yeah. Mistake. And on the 24-hour race you pay this mistake highly. So don't make mistakes. Andy on the pits, Anti on the pits as well, some problem with Anti. Anti shouldn't be on the pits that long, or that many times, on the case. Team Tech team that is racing as well on reality, as it is here on Factor. Big traffic jam. At Albano, Ferrari. No, because they changed drivers. Now it's Guanin. Julio Guanin. Jody Coppen is coming. Victor Pazet as well there in the group. Think, if lifetiming didn't kill with itself, Jody Coppen is fighting with Schoenberg for position, if I'm not wrong. Could be. I usually is. Sorry. And they are. Come on! Life timing has stopped working again. Oh, there you go. Stop working again. Schoenberg and Rikupen are fighting for position 1.3 seconds away. So let's see this fight for what's position? P5? P8. Fighting for P8. Simtek Chota versus Jordan. Or Jer Racing. Yeah, they are quite far away from each other, which is not good. If you are used to see F1 racing or touring racing, but who's used to see endurance, this is close. Rogers opening it up for Chain. Rudy there letting the car go a bit weirdo on the background. Yeah, Schoenberg trying to get or trying to create, and I'm not sure if it's Schoenberg or Adam Williams. We'll see. Rudy Kuppen, they seem like Jotted guy is trying to create. Oh, cutting that corner. Trying to create a gap to Rudy Kuppen, which is harder to do than it might think. Because Rudy Kuppen is one hell of a fast driver. Let's see if I can get someone to talk to me. Someone that talks English. Good. Stop and go 10 seconds for FVR team unsafe rejoining. So you saw that happening on Indianapolis a couple of minutes ago. Let's see if I can find someone to talk to. It's weird being here alone. Ben Willis and Mike Feelies will be here at about 5 PM, so in about half an hour. And we almost crossed the 2-hour race. Almost. 10 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. On my computer. It is 5:30 PM in France. So where the race is taking place, obviously. In about 2 hours time, you're gonna start to see night time falling down, or night falling down, not night time. Again, I have to talk. I have to thank SimRace TV, Trustmaster, IZA. I forgot the rest. Doesn't help, does it? SimRace TV, IZA, Race Studios, Trustmaster for the support of this race. You can win prizes on this race. Every single category will win. GT, LMP1, LMP2. Just check the forum and you can see what the prices are. I can tell you that IZA will give you Rare Factor 2 keys. I think it's how it's pronounced, or it says. And yeah, Crossmaster is obviously the sponsor for XtremeRPM. Don't have direct impact on this race, I think. As for Race Studios, it might have something to do. Be free to talk to me on XtremeRPM.org on Facebook, and she's RPM Sims on Twitter. Try to read your comments out live. I have 24 hours, so you have all the time in the world to talk to me if you want. If you don't, just listen to me, which from time to time is not very good. Holdman is in the Project XCR car. Felipe Gonçalves changed with Ricardo Azevedo, so he's doing his stints. Felipe obviously has to work tonight, so he won't be joining the team for the night shift, so he's working hard on the day ones. Remember what I said about the prices? I have the prices. LMP1, first position, 1 R Factor 2 license. Second position, 1 game stock car license. Third position, 1 game stock car license. This is just for LMP1. Then you have LMP2 and LMGT, the same. So we've got 3 R Factor 2 license to give and 6 just game stock car license to give. So if you win the GTs, LMP2 or LMP1, you're gonna win 1 R Factor 2 license. Second will have a GameStop car license, and the third will have a GameStop car license. So it's very good prices for the drivers and teams. And this all comes down from IZA and Razer Studios, which in advance we thank for the support. Gonçalves driving the Peugeot Renovate from Project XCR. I wanted to see where he stands on the leaderboard, but live timing, as always, try to die on me. Porsche XTR, Flip is second at the moment. He is one more lap, or he is one more lap, or he's using one more lap than the 3 Wide Motorsport LMP1 team. But obviously, when Flip crosses the line, it's not one more lap, is something like 50 seconds or something from them, if the live timing works, which due to the amount of people that is watching and keeping track of things is not working properly. Just to say that the difference that you see on your screen passing by the live timing is the difference for the driver in front, not for the leader. GT cars obviously have more than one lap to the leader, then so you see the differences to the guy in front of that driver. Traffic jam for Flip to pass. Rojas getting away from the path of the Peugeots, and you can see excellent driving from the Spanish driver. Don't flash your lights, save them to the night time. Red hot brakes discs indicating really heavy braking. So best laps, we have a 319 from fourth as best lap, 319.5 from 3 Wide Motorsport. $327.8 for LMP2s and 353.7 for the GT Riccardo Corazzari. Then that. So there you go. 319, 323 and the 359 for 349, sorry, for the GTs. This is the leader. So you can see Flip is not that far away from him. It's just they have to be on the same lap to the live timing decipher how far away they are from each other. Now on board, oof, going wider on the SS Tetra Rouge, flat out almost. And now let's see how fast this thing can go. 908 diesel. Let's see how fast can he goes on the straight. .335 on the straight, and you can see the Porsche coming really fast towards you. So yeah, the speed difference between these cars and the others are quite big. Brakes at 100. And away he goes, throttle. You can see here that you cannot see anything behind you. Basically, you don't have access to mirrors. You have to move your head on the game, or if you have multi-screen you also can see that. and you can see that one badly, but you can see that. But if you don't have multi-screens, how the hell do you see the cars coming behind? That's a problem. Great 3D inside the Peugeot. Just going off topic completely. Anyway, back. 325, 335, sorry. And braking for Indianapolis. Great, cool one. Arnage, one of the hardest corners in the circuit, or the hardest. So fun will be passed easily. And Porsche curves, going almost flat out in all of them. Nuno Pinto meanwhile entered the Elucidating Mesa Pro car. Schnitzer going wide there. Victor Pazzette. And my sister is mad at my brother, so not very good because she talks loudly like crap. So this is a fight for position. I took quite long to decipher this thing because live timing is stopping and working and stopping and working, so it's not very good to decipher these kind of things. They had lowered the jump there. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're also there trying to find his way between these two GT cars. I'm sure Victor Pazzetta has all the tires went in because I can see that on the braking. It's just holy, that was close. From the outside, 2 miles on block. Now it's in inside. Oh, going wide, very wide. Last flat out corner. For chicanes, Rudy Coupon passing by like a rocket. And away we go to another lap, and Victor behind. Oof! Canyon crashing in Indianapolis. That car is not looking good. Let's see what happened. I locked up. Completely locked up. Unblock. There you go. So Canyon is one without a doubt coming to the pit line. That Porsche is not looking good. Meanwhile, Sikorsky has to defend himself from Vidra. Mustafa Bra is obviously lapping them, not in a fight, same fight as these two. You can see the speed difference there. David Faber driving the 430 from True Wide Motorsport, having a good day. Lenny Hall in front. If I'm correct, they are not fighting for position, but I'm usually wrong, so no, they're not fighting for position, but Daniel Faber is not very good. He's second to last on the race, so not a very good race for the GT department of 3 Wide Motorsport. This man though is having a great race. Riccardo Corazzari first in the GTs. Oh, going wide off flat out almost. There on the last part of the 4 chicanes. Great GT driver, this man. Very experienced and very smart endurance driver as well. If you want a man to drive for your GT team on other 24 hours races or 12-hour races or endurance races by the end, this is the man to drive, especially if it is in a Porsche. This is great. When Ben says I'm here, but doesn't say where.
User was moved to your channel.
Almost didn't find him. But he's here.
Hey,
Ben is here.
hey, how we doing?
Ah, good.
Good.
How is your day till now?
Yeah, not bad. Been stuck in traffic for ages, but just got in. So, woo. I haven't missed loads.
No. Apart from a massive crash on the beginning of
Oh,
the
god
LMP2s.
damn it. I like the crashes.
Well, if you like crashes, you're gonna be laughing pretty much all the way on your work on this race, because they, especially on the Indianapolis, they seem to
Keep spinning.
spawn.
Yeah. Everybody seems to spin at Indy.
Too much speed from the right-hander, and then, yeah,
It all goes wrong.
yeah, you guessed it. The car goes, phew.
Indeed.
Well, I don't know if you're watching on RD Viewer or whatever you are.
Alrighty.
There you go.
And I got the live timer next to me as well.
There you go. This man is leading the GTs.
Yeah, Mr. Karachi.
No, one way or the other, one of the best GT drivers in XtremeRPM.
Oh, indeed, he's very fast. And he's been looking fast all weekend in qualifying as well. And yeah, he's doing what he needs to do.
Somebody is trying to reach Ben via cell phone.
Oh,
guessing,
it would help if I didn't have my phone next to my mic. Facebook going off.
I'm guessing the girlfriend, but
No, it's one of the drivers.
oh, there you go.
See, when you're a team manager and a commentator, you have to do both things.
Yeah, Ricardo there going a bit to the grass, not very recommendable, but you get away with it.
Indeed. This is Ricardo Di Matteo.
Yep,
Down in 16th overall, 8th in the P2 class.
exactly. The from Killer Motorsport, which is a Argentinian team.
Indeed, he's just getting lapped by one of the P1s.
Yeah, Schindberg or Adam Williams, cannot identify which of them it is.
Could be both.
Well, both it is, because
One on
they
the
are
pedals, one on the steering wheel.
Yeah, that would work quite good. But anyway, the Argentinian team with a Porsche RS Spider.
Indeed, RS Spider Ebu. Nice car.
Yeah, for Porsche enthusiasts, that's not a 911. Rest. You guys can rest. Still, it's a pretty good Porsche, especially on the LMP2.
It's not the fastest, but it handles through the corners really well when you got the
Yeah.
right setup.
Exactly. This car we will talk about.
Marcel
Okay.
Szinic, I think I got that right.
There you go. And another LMP2 car, an Acura RI. Crap, cannot see that name. It's,
Acura ARX01.
yeah, that thing. Almost didn't say that. 01. It's.
4th overall at the moment in P2.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the most beautiful LMP2 car I've
Oh
ever
no,
seen.
it's a bit of a weird nose.
Yeah. But still, someone likes it. That painted green and black, which on those colors or themes at least is not the best looking car.
Yeah.
Russell, Ben Russell in this case, your
Yep.
former
Former teammate, he's a good, nice guy.
yeah. Well, they had a bad luck on the beginning.
Yeah.
They were trapped on a crash, massive crash. If you didn't see that,
No, I did see they were very low down the field, so I assumed they got into trouble. Haha,
Yeah,
no,
massive.
I have to give this guy a cheer.
yeah,
That's a
I was
shame.
gonna stop at him, but I was looking for him.
He's doing well in second in P2.
Yeah, it was first until you arrived.
Ah, typical. As soon as I turn up, but we're on a different strategy to the car ahead, and we're trying to do less stops. So hopefully we can jump first place at the next pit stop.
Yeah. So qualify. Martin Stollinger is first, Philip Gonçalves is second, third is Philippe Bousquet, Jan Prusa is fourth, Shane Burke or Adam Williams is fifth, I think it's Adam, Nuno Pinto is sixth, Rudy Koppen is seventh, Valiant Danny is eighth, Stephen Moreau is first on LMP2s, second is James Johnson, the guy we're talking about. Jacob Hodjek is B3, B4 is Marcel Sinzik. Yeah, Sinzik. Tonga Guardi is this one is easy to say. Rafael Malek, Tonga is 5th, Rafael Mazek is 6th, and this left time stopped working.
No, it's back.
Yeah, Ariel Rojas is 7th, 8th is Ricardo Mateo, 9th is Michael Omela, and is last of the P2s, yes it is. First of the GTs is Ricardo Corazzari, Romain Meyer is 2nd, and then we got 2 LMP1s, kind of outside the group. 9th, Adian Sandri, and Ben Russell is 10th on LMP1s. Attention, I'm saying this by class, not overall. Martin Windisch is 3rd, Kuba Sikorsky is 4th, Lani Hall 5th, Greg Hall 6th, and I'm pretty sure these 2 halls have nothing to do with each other.
I don't think they do.
No. Alright, so live timing is corrected. It's working now. Lucas Vidra is 7th, 8th is Yahir Guanim, 9th is Vitor Pazette, great name. Daniel Faber is 10th on the 3 wide models by Ferrari, as I said, and Bernd Schnitzer is P10 on P11, sorry, on the GTs. So we've got 30 cars on track at the moment.
We're doing very well so far.
So very good for the fights. Not very good for who's commentating.
But the good news is, right, we're 3 hours in. We're at 1/8 of the way through this.
Yes.
Only 21 to go.
Yeah, the good thing is, when Mike arrives, if he arrives, Ben
He said hopefully this evening. It depends when he gets back from work. As I think he's back from work till at least 8. But he says if he is feeling like it, he'll come and give you a hand.
Yeah. There you go. So
I do have a valid question actually. Currently the UK is in a heat wave. Now how do you Portuguese deal with heat? Because I absolutely hate it.
you should. Well, we deal with heat. We used to. We don't deal with it. We are used to.
You're used to it. Damn
Yeah.
it. I'm not used to it.
We know.
I know, it's like 20 something degrees over here and I'm just sweating all over the place. It's horrible.
Yeah. Well, this week has been what? 25 to 30 degrees here in Madeira.
Uh-huh.
So, usual weather.
I'm used to like 5 or 6 degrees. I'm not used to all this heat. It's a nightmare as well because I've got my computer right next to my legs and that pumps out like 80-degree heat.
That doesn't help either.
No, so keeps you warm in the winter, but in the summer it's just a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, here in Madeira, computers suffer quite a bit. Because, well, don't need to say why.
Because of the massive amounts of heat.
Well, it's not that hot. I mean, I'm inside home. It's clear sky, sun like hell, 25 degrees outside, and I'm inside home with my jumper on.
What? What?
Yeah, because inside my house is like 20 degrees.
That's crazy. I wouldn't dare wear a jumper at 20 degrees.
And it's cold as crap when
What?
you're inside home without this thing.
Wow, you Portuguese.
That's the difference between European countries that most Americans think we don't have.
Looks like the leader of the GTs is in the pits, Riccardo Carazzi. I wonder if they'll go for a driver change yet, or whether they'll stick with Riccardo at the wheel. It's coming up to that time now where a lot of the guys will start thinking about changing the drivers.
For the amount of time, is changing drivers.
Yeah. Let's see who jumps in the car then.
I'm guessing Osvaldo, but no.
Same. But Carazzi stays at the wheel. Interesting.
Yeah. Damage, maybe.
Maybe or just a very long fuel and tyre stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, they slipped down to second in GT behind the Spirit Endurance team with Roman Meyer at the wheel. There we go. Both in Porsches.
Yeah. We've got a... Sorry. We've got a infested Porsche grid this day.
A lot more, yeah.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Ferraris, the rest is Porsches.
Blimey.
We have a Panoche, but that Panoche is not here, so it's...
I think we also had a Spiker who's not here as well, so... Meanwhile, the overall lead of the race is he's got a lap different to the car behind. 3 Wide Motorsports dominating in P1 already.
Yeah, so we have 9 Porsches 911.
9? Blimey.
Yep. I mean, I don't know if they are all here, but at least on the sign-up list were 9, so...
Yeah.
I can check it. So where is the lifetime? Is it? Okay. Spirit Endurance 1, 2. Jamaica Bosses Ferrari and SRW is what? 911, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's because some of them I know by head. Others.
Yeah. Ooh, Meyer going a little wide at the exit of the Mulsanne.
You gonna drive?
Hell no.
No, you're
Me driving around here is just dangerous. I did
Yeah,
a
well,
race midweek at another championship on the same track, and that did not go well. Even in a
What?
Porsche, just
What happened?
may have gone off at Indianapolis into the wall at quite high speed.
Ah, usual stuff.
Yeah, usual stuff. But needless to say, that didn't help with the actual race. So, luckily the server crashed after that, so it didn't matter, and the result didn't stand. So, yeah, but oh well.
But was endurance or GT sprint?
Endurance.
Dear Lord.
A lot of our other drivers were there was another race on at the same time or something, so quite a few of them were out, so I had to step in, and yeah, there's a reason I don't drive.
Yeah.
It's the reason why I come up to the commentary box.
Well, there's a reason why I don't drive. I don't have steering wheel and computer to play.
Indeed, and you're more of a rally person.
Yeah, that part too. So if you put me inside of a GT car,
You panic.
no, I don't panic. But We will try to go sideways.
Try and drift through all the corners.
Yeah. And then start to lose 1-2 seconds to the other guys and start to asking, what the hell did I do wrong? Just did, just did Indianapolis sideways.
Yep. I think one of the other Porsches just pulled into pit. Not sure which one.
Well, talking on that, Meyer has to start to pick up speed because Ricardo is already on top of him.
Look at him, he's all over him. Put the hammer down, Meyer.
Throttle.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at that slipstream. He's gonna go down the inside. Can he make it? Last the late breakers and he's through. Good move there by Ricardo.
Yeah. Well, oof, going sideways there.
I think Meyer's tyres may be off.
Yeah. I was gonna say, endurance. If they put inside, they won't fight for the inside.
There's no point, otherwise you're going to end up taking each other out. And it's a 24-hour race, isn't it? It's just a marathon.
You just try to not kill yourself and everyone.
Indeed. Really Coupe in for Geo Racing, going past both of them.
And someone in the... Nothing to do with the race at the moment. I was just talking about an image that I saw on FaceTube.
What's on FaceTube?
Yeah. It's like, who said this? James May from Top Gear.
Oh dear, yeah, that hasn't gone too well, has it?
No.
Looks like it's going towards a tree.
The tree is like 3 meters away. The problem is the time he lost doing that.
Not good. Velocity Racing are in the pits. AD and Sandry, the last running P1, and also Rojek's going in as well.
Yeah.
P2, Jakob Rojek.
Team RGPL Sazak coming to the pits. Let's see if they're gonna change
Czech,
drivers.
not Zek.
Sazak is
Czech.
I know it's Czech. I said Sazak just to...
See if this is driver swap or just a short fuel and tyres.
I say Sazak just to laugh at myself. Otherwise I don't have nothing to laugh at.
To entertain yourself.
Yeah. No, it doesn't change anything. It's just change tires and fuel. Well, fuel. Didn't put any tires whatsoever.
Yep. Yeah, from a lot of people I've heard, the tyres will last for more than one stint. It's the fuel that's the issue. Just because the laps are so long.
Yeah, exactly. They were saying on the beginning of the race that the tires can handle 2 stints. The fuel, 50 minutes.
And if you're really careful, you could probably get 2.5 out like the hard tyres. It's the fuel
Yeah, but
that's
they're
the
using
killer.
they're using medium tires, not hard tires.
Yeah.
Speed difference between LMP2 and LMP GT car.
Absolutely crazy.
Through
Oh,
Porsche.
that hasn't gone well.
Through Porsche curves and Mozambique Blanc.
And he's through. Marcel Schlesing.
Oui. Oui.
Nice and clean through the Ford chicane and out for another lap.
Rudy Copen on the pits.
So the leader's done 46 laps already.
300 more to go.
Yep, as you said, recouping in the pits. Geo Racing.
Oh, someone on the wall. Crashes, I see.
Who's in
Really
the
well.
wall? It's a Porsche. Oh dear. That's a big one. That is a big one. That's what, a lost bonnet, damage to both sides of the bumper. That's Bernd Schneitzer for... Is that for Meals on Wheels?
Yeah.
And he's He's having to. He can't even make the corner into the pits.
It's okay now.
That's gonna be one long pit stop. And he's managed to go through the pit building.
How the hell did he manage to do that?
Yep, that's what I call hacks.
Yeah. And don't do that on Indianapolis. Almost spinning there, Fernandez. Pedro Fernandez. I think it's Pedro. Was it Pablo? Pablo.
Let's have a look.
It is.
It doesn't say. It's just P.
Yeah.
P. Guillermo Fernandez.
So Guillermo Fernandez. Guillermo Fernandez in the Porsche.
I'll call him Pablo anyway. It's a cool name.
Yeah, Pablo. From I think he's Brazilian, so it's Paulo Guilherme Fernandes.
Okay, Paulo then.
Yeah. Club AV, or Club AV, if you are Portuguese.
Just getting overtaken there by Ariel Rogers for Cooper Racing.
So I have Schnitzer with me.
So we want to give a little statement. We're probably gonna retire because we are not up to pace and we have major problems with the car. And so we are seeing it's more a problem to the other drivers being more danger. So we want to be fair and gonna retire. It's a shame, but it's not a choice.
That's fair enough, but the best thing to do though. So.
Yeah, we're seeing we have a lot of problems with wheel spin and back, so we're always spinning. We had a good setup, but it wasn't up to the point, and we're seeing the other Porsches just ripping through, and we're seeing okay, it's not going to work, and everybody want to have a good time. So yes.
Yeah, we did see the going into the wall by LeMans Blanche.
Yeah, we are not sure what's happening there because sometimes we have major lags, so we're then basically just skipping in time, and that's not cool. So we're gonna fix everything, technical issues, and next time we're gonna be with a better setup and wishing everybody a good time. So we're gonna retire.
Well, we'll see you next time then. Thanks for taking part.
Yes. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. There we go then, so that's retirement for Meals on Wheels.
Yep. Retirement for the Porsche team, and someone from Rush Motorsport was gonna talk, and now they disappeared, which is not very nice to do.
To your channel.
So I have Daryl Russell.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going for you then in the P1s?
Well, I did the start, wasn't a very good stint. For some strange reason, when it went to green and the pace car pulled in, the three P2 cars in front of me decided to hit the brakes. Instead of hitting the go pedal, I had nowhere to go. So that damaged my car quite heavily. I hit the wall into the first chicane, and literally then it's just a case of trying to limp it back on three wheels on heavy damage.
Right, so is it a case of damage limitation for the rest of the race? See how many places you can pick up, try and get back up into the main P1 group?
Yeah, what we did was I tried to drive around with the damage repaired, but the engine was pretty damaged, was down about 10-15 miles an hour on the straights. So when I did my scheduled stop, I decided to just come out of the game and just start running a fresh engine and get everything repaired. So we took a penalty for it, but we're not that far down on laps really compared to the others.
There's still a good chance you can catch up. Are you planning to get in the car again, or is it a case of you're done now and let the rest do their job?
I will be doing another stint in about 2 hours' time. It'll be another 2 or 3 hour stint after Ben. And then after me, it will be, let's have a look, I think it might be John Nelson taking over me.
Ah, okay. Brilliant, cool. You got any questions, Enrique?
I was just gonna ask, how hard is the 24-hour race?
Oh, you should know, you've done it before. Well, this is what, our third attempt, I think it is. We did it with XtremeRPM last year, and we did it with Race Department. It's difficult. You just got to remember, well, for me anyway, when I was doing it, just try not to overdrive the car. Just drive within your limits. Just keep the car on the track and just watch the traffic. What will get more difficult as it starts to get darker, because it's very hard to pick out the corners and the cars in front of you and the car coming up behind you.
Also, I assume the tyres would get colder as well. Does that play a big effect at night?
Yeah, it does. As it gets colder, when it gets darker, it also gets colder, and it gets pretty difficult to keep heating the tyres. And you know, you have to try and compensate for that. Luckily, we managed to do some testing with those sort of conditions, but it's still difficult to keep heating the tyres.
Well, brilliant. Well, thanks for coming on and sharing your opinions. I hope the rest of the race goes a little more to plan.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, there we go. Darryl Russell there from the Rush Motorsport P1 team. And we've got Ben Russell on screen at the moment in his Epsilon Escudii, I believe it is.
Ducati.
Yep. I think I got that right. It looks very similar to the Peugeot. Just the front slightly different.
Yeah. Very similar to the Peugeot, and that has got a LMP2 engine in it.
Yeah, I believe, is it the only one we have on the grid? Is the Epsilons?
Yeah.
There you go, so it's unique.
It's unique. Take a look of it, because at the end of this race, it's extinct.
It is. This is one of the one entry cars, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Meanwhile, we've got a nice big battle going around with some P2s and P1s at the front of the field between E-Racing Propulsion Special 5, Titanium SR, Simtech Jota, and the Drake car as well. Oh, well, velocity's been off at Indy. That hasn't gone to plan. That's a big one. I think that was a mixture of lag as well, just taking it too fast. Velocity Racing there with some serious front end damage. Missing the whole front of the car. Anyway, Sandy carries on. And here's the battle for, this is for 5th place at the moment. Mario defending heavily from Felipe Gonçalves in, whereas he's lapping the traffic, but the car behind, Balint Danny for Special 5, that is for position, those two. He's got the leader of the P2s and 5th place in P1s battling over 5th place overall.
Exactly.
Now this should be an easy pass for Danny considering he has a faster car, but
It all depends on the setup.
it does. If E-Racing have a very fast straight line speed setup, then P1's going to struggle. Oh, he dives down the inside. Can he make it stick? And he does. Clean pass there. And that moves Special 5 up to 5th overall and 5th in class.
There you go.
Nice clean move down the inside onto the run up to the Indianapolis corner.
That's Arnash corner.
You know what I meant, they're the same thing almost. They're right next to each other.
There you go. If you were expecting us to start screaming and it's gonna pass, no, we will not do that.
This is endurance.
Yeah.
If we were screaming, that would be touring cars. Because there'd be a car on its roof. There'd be a car on its roof, 3 pointing the wrong way, one without a wheel, you know, that's all. But that is a car off, and that is our new Pablo Fernandez there for Club AV, down in 28th overall. He's had a little bit of an accident at the Maison Blanc. Yeah, he just understeered a little bit, didn't he, into the wall. It's the problem with these corners, if you get one wrong, the next is just terrible. And there you go, on the grass, into the wall, bam. And something did fly off. Could be a trip to the pits.
Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Bad, 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 bad.
And then he sort of turns back on and oh, there's a bit of the wall sticking out there.
Yeah.
So that's what it. Look, the back end's gone. Like,
Look at
like the
the
weird
end.
Is that where like some weird radiator bit at the back?
So if you don't know where the engine is, it's there.
There you go, rear-mounted engine. We've got FVR in the pits in P2. That's Tonga Guardia in the LMP2 car. 5th overall in the P2 class. They're in the pits. Let's see if they do go for the driver change, or if it's just a splash and dash. It's definitely tyres. 2 front, 2 rear tyres there.
Tires it is.
That is one of the Acuras, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go, and they should be getting ready to leave in a minute. Long stop, could be a driver swap. Extreme long stop. I'm wondering if there's some damage involved as well.
Yeah, maybe it is.
And yeah, it was a driver swap. So
Yep.
a Jorge Rojo is now in the car. And they
Very
leave
good.
still 5th in class,
Yeah.
so they
very
haven't
good.
lost anything.
Very good Spanish pronunciation there.
Oh, thank you. Jorge. There you go.
Oh, George!
Yeah. You know what I meant. Flicking to now, this is the got Nunu Pinto there for the Titanium SR. Trying to keep with the P2 in front actually, of Stefan Moreau.
Yeah, I mean, this is the battle for 6th position. But you saw, before I changed to this, the traffic jam that it was behind
I know.
Sheinberg.
This is where a lot of the traffic seems to lie for these positions. And I think Shane Burke just has gone off somewhere because he's just lost 2 positions. I wonder if he's had a little moment, because the timing system just said he lost a position to James Johnson and John-Ann Van Doren. There we go, he's gone off it in. Oh, that's done some damage probably. That's a trip into the gravel at Indy. They may have to go and get that checked in the pits. That's not a nice place to go off. Meanwhile, Pinto's sizing up Stefan Moreau into the forward chicanes. We're thinking now, should I hang back till we get to the Marseille straight, or should I try and make a pass? Gonna go for it into turn 1. There we go, easy as you like. Pinto takes 6th place overall and 6th in class.
Yeah, if it wasn't LMP1 versus LMP2 car.
There we go, it was easy move once you get up to speed.
So there you go.
There we go, that was a nice easy pass. Stefan has a 20-second gap back to James Johnson.
Sheinberg, meanwhile,
There we go, yeah, we thought he'd be in the pits.
Felipe Gonçalves, meanwhile, trying to...
Blind the opposition maybe with the headlights?
Yep. Trying to catch up with the 3 Wide Motorsport driver.
He's got 38 seconds though to make. It's gonna take a tall order or some kind of incident for 3 wide. Otherwise the pace that 3 wide are on, they could just keep exponentially increasing that gap.
Yeah, but Project XDR is in fuel conservation mode, so
Indeed.
if they're not losing more time when they are on full attack mode, we'll see. Talking on the devil.
And there's the leader, your overall leader at the moment, and leader of P1 obviously. Three Wide Motorsports, car 105, with Martin Stollinger? Gonna go to Stollinger.
Stollinger.
There we go. But they have the fastest lap overall out of anybody with a 3:19.5. And they're sort of just running away with this at the moment.
Yeah, trying to blind the spectators.
Yeah, there's only two cars that seem to be running with lights on at the moment, being Stollinger and Gonçalves. So I don't know why, it still looks very bright there. Meanwhile, on board in the Peugeot, still haven't fixed this cockpit issue where you can't see anything. I don't know how they drive that. It's like you can't see out the front. You can't see where your wheels are.
I don't know how they do, but they are going fast.
Look at that, touching 295 kilometers through the turn 1.
Well, they drive it fast. I mean, I had the pleasure of driving in a friend's house, and I led B2 Moraka.
Yep.
And they had the same problem as this one. You couldn't see anything for the back. And
I noticed that in the Porsche when I was doing some laps in it. You can't see out the front.
Yeah. And well, the LMP2 cars, you need to have big balls to drive that thing. Imagine LMP1.
Indeed.
Somebody is talking to me.
Ah, it was you. I wondered whose sound that was. Instinctively went to check Facebook and I had no messages.
It was Nusena saying he's not at home. I need to know that.
Oh, is that? There's a lot of brake smoke coming into the second boss, and there's damage. There was some debris on the track, just on the entrance to the second chicane. I wonder if someone's been off up ahead, or there's been some contact between two cars. Look at the cars. There's like 5 of them. So they'll come over the